Hey everyone. So hopefully my audio is okay. I adjusted the settings, so it is what it is. All right. First, um, this is Ryan. It's been a while. For those watching, didn't know. I once worked for a Valiant back in the day. I was only a background anchor, but I loved my experience there. And I figured I'd do uh, just sketch a little rye or bloodshot or something. Anyway, that doesn't matter. That's not why you're here. I have something to talk about that's important to artists and freelancers and comic makers and all that. Um, this is just, like I'm trying to do on my Patreon. If you're not already a patron, become one. Link down below. I'm doing a drawing a day. So, both on Patreon and on my YouTube channel, even though it is the weekend, I want to. I want to do daily drawings on my Patreon. I want to do daily videos on my YouTube, but I'm just going to keep it to weekdays. Um, I got to start working on my PC this morning, and still a lot of work to do. Trying to sort out my files and clean up my computer. And it got me thinking. The title of this episode: Prime Working Status. It's very important that you're on top of things. Now, you don't have to be the best in business, the best marketer, above and beyond being an artist and being a comic creator or somebody, like an artist, an inker, a writer, whatever, like your one skill. Um, you just have to make sure that you got things covered and sorted out. Like if I was to get an offer, and it's funny because I got an offer last night for two different covers, um, and so that got me thinking on this subject. Um, oh, my point of bringing up Valiant was that it was a great experience for me. In that it was a 9 to 5 job, so it was Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 each day, and I really, I really like that. Like, I was, totally freelance before that, and because I was much younger and didn't have, many things in my life at the time that really got in the way of me just working all the time. Um, now I'm much older, and things come up. People want to get together. I got life responsibilities. I also want to just go, hang out with friends or make some calls or just get out of the house. And so I can't work 24/7, and you don't want to. You want to leave a little downtime in your life, because what's critical is that you do your best work as often as possible. Not everything you do is going to be a 10, but at least you want to give it a shot. So yeah, it got me thinking. Um, I think Ryan and Bloodshot are like somehow related characters. It depends on what era of Valiant you're talking about and who's writing them. Anyway, that doesn't matter. And I'm just doodling. It's good to be drawing a lot more, even though I just barely started, so I got a lot to learn. And drawing guns and hands holding guns, that's difficult. That's something I'm gonna have to research if I intend to have a lot of characters with guns and gunfight and gunplay and how they hold their hand, how the gun looks, and all that jazz. But yeah, so prime working status is just to be on top of the basics. Like, yes, if I was to be offered, let's say a big a series or something, maybe not monthly or just like maybe bi-monthly or just a big book like like a graphic novel like later today, I would not be in good shape to take it on. Like me personally, I got supplies I need to get. I got more importantly, I got to go food shopping for not only myself but my pets, my kitty cats. I need, I could always use more brushes, it seems. I also want to try out some other ink people recommended. I got a list, and short list easily grows into a large list. But yeah, like, if you're working, and just focused on the art and focused on getting work done, you can forget or just not have time to take care of things. Everybody's got chores, everybody's got things that pop up in life that call you away from actually getting work done. And yeah, if you're not sleeping good, if you're not eating healthy, I'm not a big proponent of eating healthy, but you, you gotta fuel yourself good in order to get the max amount of energy. We all have only a certain level of energy per day to put into our work and whatnot. And it's like sometimes you just need to spend a couple hours with things that really like motivate you or inspire you. Like, currently I'm not really checking out a lot of other artists' videos and whatnot, and I do want to get back into that a little bit. I've been listening to some podcasts, not art or comic related, because it allows me to just get lost in what they're talking about on a podcast, and I can focus more of my energy on the art and stuff. But I do like that. I do like sort of hanging out with others while I work, especially if it's comic or art related. You might pick up tips along the way. And so, I expect that's how and why people watch my videos. We all learn from each other. We're just one big, I would love to say happy community. Not always the case, but for the most part. And yeah, so there's things I do have to do, whether it's in the week ahead or just, the remainder of the month. I need to order some supplies. I need to get some stuff for the house. Like one of the things I'm doing today, I'm focused on getting my files on my PC sorted, and because like when I had a couple of folks message me and say, hey, looking for an anchor, what's your rate, blah blah blah. I would love to like be able to click on something on my computer where I can just dump a bunch of files of my previous work if I needed to. One asked for samples, the other one didn't. But I'm pretty sure both knew the quality of my work. The one that asked, I quickly looked on my PC and realized how much of a mess it is. I got one piece, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I saw that." So they had an idea of my quality. It wouldn't come to me otherwise. But yeah, so that's something I got to put time into. And I'm sort of like I'm jumping back and forth. I'm sorry about that. I do that a lot. But I want to focus most of my energy throughout the work week. So Monday through Friday, preferably, from 9 to 5, thereabouts. Sometimes my day is broken up because, the world mostly works 9 to 5 weekdays. So stores aren't open, especially, living in Kentucky in a small town. A lot of places aren't open on the weekend or don't have long hours on the weekend. So I gotta, go out during the day on a weekday. And so my day is broken up, which I don't have a problem with. It's good to break up your day with stuff in between. Sometimes, I take breaks midday, not only for lunch or whatever, but just, like I might wake up really early and grind, and then be exhausted at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and say, I'm gonna take off time, do other things, just step away from the table, and then come back to it, maybe later that evening. As long as I'm putting 8 or 9 hours in a day, that's good. And I'm getting off of chasing deadlines. So I would like some kind of, day-to-day thing I can rely on, schedule, where I'm not sweating things. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Enjoyment of what you're doing is really important for better results. So yeah, you want to make sure you got all the supplies you need, that your computer is running efficiently. I've mentioned before, but it's like I do need to get a bigger, better, stronger, more powerful computer. I'm working with what I got, but if I want to really upgrade my value, I'm going to have to get one, whether that's later this year or next year. I'm looking towards doing that, because that will make my life a lot easier. And we'll see how effective I am in making that happen. I'm very ambitious, and I got a lot of projects I want to do, but I'm also working with other people on their projects. And well, in some cases it's like our projects, because I'm more than just an inker, and that's important too, that you can really give more value than your one skill. And if I have plans to make a small company of my own, small publishing company, then, I want to wear many hats. Not all of them, mind you, but at least want to know how they work. So yeah, have your it's really difficult as a freelance artist to, expect a steady income like those that have have a regular day job, a steady day job. And I come originally from working 9 to 5 as a messenger, and worked my way into working in a mailroom, and then running a mailroom. And I really relied on that check. And even when I was making good money, it's like, a couple of days after receiving my latest check, it would be gone. There's many reasons for that, since didn't always spend money right, smartly. But you need to, like, as a freelancer, you can't expect other people's schedules will line up with yours, or projects will work out the way you wish them to. Things happen as they happen. And this is going in and out of focus. Stop that. I hate having to turn on the webcam program, but I'll do that if it pops up in time. Anyway, I'm going long. I want to keep these like short and sweet, but yeah. So it's important to be on top of the money you have coming in and using it effectively. Be on top of what supplies you need. In my case, like, mostly still just being an anchor for other people, I gotta make sure, like, most of the work, a lot of the work, not all of the work, but a lot of the work I got coming in relies upon the fact of my printer scanner working, and me printing out digital inks onto paper. So I got to have make sure I have a supply of paper, which I do at the moment, but I know, like, in a week it will run out. So I got to, be on top of putting in my order ahead of time, because it takes time to get here, and I can't be caught unprepared. So yeah, make sure you're eating decent, make sure you're sleeping well, make sure, you're not spending less money and not knowing when your next paycheck is coming in. Preferably you have money in the bank. Honestly, it's been it's been years since that's happened to me, but I have a plan for this year that will not resurface, hopefully, ever again, where I'm really working tightly, in the sense that I'm spending everything that comes in, and working on things that are not bringing me in money, But once I, hopefully by the time I finish out this year, I'll have a number of books published, and I can, in theory, rely on some income coming in from those books ongoing, and that will be a matter of, I got to keep promoting them, and, it would be books and prints and merchandise that I could always shill to new people I meet along the way, and all that jazz. One last thing. I am putting together a sketchbook, as a matter of fact. It will be a lot you have seen if you're a real follower of me online. If not, then, it might be a lot of work that you haven't seen. But I also want to do a few new pieces for it, as well as it will have, some inks in there. And I'm thinking maybe a section on sort of a highlights of my career throughout the years. There is no database with all my work in it correctly online, unfortunately, or not even anything I've put together. It's just that will be a large task. I don't have time for it. But I can give you some highlights as I see them. So look forward to that. Not sure when I'll have that finished, but that's part of me cleaning up my files is so I can find stuff and say, oh, I want these, I don't want that, and pick and choose from what I got on my computer. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Like I said, here on YouTube and also on my Patreon, I'm going to keep it focused to just weekdays. That makes the most sense. Working out my schedule so that I can balance other people's work as well as my own work, meaning books I want to work towards getting done. Retro being one, and there's a list of others. So keep following me. Keep following my posts. There's great things coming. Also, I'm 100% more excited about Designated, the graphic novel me and Mark Torres are putting together for you. If you so choose to pick it up, of course. But yeah, we got some additional people that are going to be working with us on it, and looks like Mark is crowdfunding it. More on that as as he makes it public, essentially. But just know that, I'm super excited for reasons, and you'll see why hopefully shortly, because I think he wants it crowdfunded pretty shortly. Even though there's a ton of inks for me to do on it, but we know that going in, so it'll work out. Trust me. I've made, as far as crowdfunding, I've made plenty of my own mistakes, but that will definitely assist me going forward, that I do things right the next time I personally crowdfund something. But yeah, so lots of things to look forward to, and I'm still hearing from Brian Smallwood, which is a Wildcat creator, that we're crowdfunding this month. It's the 11th, so hope he comes up with a date soon. And I'm borderline hiccuping for some reason. Anyway, love y'all. Keep making art, keep making comics, keep watching my videos, and I'll see you again on Monday.